on to you Sagittarius out here. So you have the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and then you Sagittarius have the Queen of the Queen of Pentacles. So for you Sagittarius, some of you Sagittarius are looking at it like, look at how far you've come, because some of you Sagittarius may have felt like you were on your hands and knees begging, right? Like you wanted to be in a relationship, but that's not necessarily the case. This just means that, you know, you Sagittarius have more self-respect. Some of you were probably looking at it like, oh, you know, how come Five of Pentacles, like I said, being on your hands and knees. Look, hands and knees. And it's like, okay, well, what exactly is going on? Why is it that you know, or you're on your hands and knees? And then the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles represents a lot more self-respect over the time and experience, seeing certain things for yourself, seeing that all glitters, all that that shines, all that glitters doesn't necessarily mean that it's gold. Now you Sagittarius have a more unique perspective to it because you understand personally that not all that glitters is gold, right? So, you know, a person can look great on the outside, you're right, or give off wonderful first impressions, but then you get to know them further on down the road, you realize that they're incredibly broken. So a lot of you Sagittarius now understand that since that's the case, a lot of you now have a better understanding of it, because, and more so accurately yourself, and that the Queen of Pentacles, you're not going to lower a certain amount of self-respect that you have. Not saying that you're going to get caught up with what the majority of people are caught up with here. This really more so speaks to you, Sagittarius. This much more speaks to how you Sagittarius are very much so interested in how do I say this? Like, you're more so interested in making sure that you don't end up on your hands and knees, almost feeling like you're losing self-respect in order to be in a relationship. Now, I want to preference this, right? People's is cooking, so you know the smoke is kind of everywhere. But I want to preference this, right? Preference this, and what I mean by that is that I'm not talking about it from a perspective of. I'm not talking about it from a perspective of like the modern day version. Oh my gosh, the modern day version of what they need when I say the modern day version of what it is that they mean today when they start talking to you about like self-respect. They're talking about this incredibly high expectations, not standards. I'm talking about you Sagittarius having standards and low expectations. You know, you're not going to do certain things. You're not going to, you know, you're not going to get to know somebody long term for their money. You're getting to know them for their values. The Page of Wands and the Ten of Cups represents because it clicks. You get it. Relationships are about serving the Most High. So you can't get to know the Most High if you're only wondering about finances only, right? You know, shallow metrics about how the person, you know, nothing that's not based upon the person's character and how they're going to essentially treat you. So a lot of you Sagittarius understand that it is about character. But see, again, this is why I wrote a book, Love Pays the Bills, because I've had so many people mock me when it comes to that. You know, when people mock you and they say things like, oh, love, you know, love can't pay the bills. So it does. What does pay the bills then? Because to be talking about, like, because showing proof that showing proof what I'm talking about. How many times have we seen through social media people flat out who don't have any kind of commitment with anybody talking about how somebody needs to come in and pay their bills? They sound stupid saying that, right? So, but when you start talking about love, now all of a sudden that sounds stupid too, right? Like, this is the catch-22. This is why it is that I say that the social media, the society doesn't make sense. It's like you got people talking about somebody needs to come in and pay for this and pay for that. And it's like, who are you? How you going to tell people to come in and pay for this and pay for that? And it's just based off of somebody needs to come in and do this for you. The delusion. What are we talking about? Right? But then when you start putting, right, people take that seriously. But when you start saying, yeah, people should be in love, and when people are in love, they do things for each other. Yeah. They do. What happens? Now they start talking about, well, you wildin', you don't know what you're talking about, all this other stuff. It takes more than love to be in a relationship. And it's like, right, but love is the thing that springs forth the money, though. You make more to satisfy your family, to make your family happy. You make more to make yourself happy, of course. You make more to make sure that your family is good, of course. So love pays the bills, and a lot of you Sagittarius get that. That's why I had to take a moment to talk about that. Right? A lot of times I don't care what other people say. I don't care if people humiliate me for it on the internet. I'm going to continue to have the stance and be proud of the fact that I say, yeah, love pays the bills. Because my dog has to get examined. And with everything in my power, I'm trying to save up enough cash to do that. You know how much that's going to cost me? More than likely. Why would I do that? Right? Why would I do that? What is that? What is my dog giving me in a transactional sense of way that I can say, oh my gosh, I'm going to spend this amount? My dog's not giving me anything. But why would I do it for my dog? My dog. Because I love my dog. Right? So I don't understand what is the psychology behind people who humiliate, oh, love paying the bills, and it's like, but they'll be in a transactional relationship. Like, I don't get that. And then the Ten of Wands and the King of Cups here represents how since that's the case, a lot of you Sagittarius, you understand that, you know, modern day relationships have lost what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be getting together to serve the Most High. How do you do that? By understanding that yourself is a part of the Most High, because you were a part of the Most High's thoughts when the Big Bang happened. And then everything came in a physical being. And that you getting in touch with yourself is how you give remembrance to and respect to the Most High. Treating people like trash on some King of Cups and the Hierophant, that's not going to cut it. That's not what's going to make it work. The ideology that you should treat people like garbage, or how you treat people, whether it is that you treat them with respect, which isn't really respect. It's blowing smoke up their butt. It's sucking up to them. It's being a brown noser is what it is. It's not real profound respect. And they know that. You know what I'm saying? They know that. So the thing about it is that the King of Cups and the Hierophant represents you, Sagittarius. Hierophant is Sagittarius along with Taurus, but you Sagittarius understand what time it is. You get it. You understand that you have to take your time, and that you too getting in touch with your spirituality. The Judgment and the Lovers represents, while, you know, other people could be lost if they come to you with this high expectations, want you to have a car and all that other type of stuff, and there's nothing wrong with it, but want you to like have all these millions and how they treat you is based upon really stupid, goofy metrics. I just see a lot of you Sagittarius are content with what you have, where you are, and you're growing on top of that. So it's not like you're staying stagnant forever in a day. You're growing. It's just that you're also content with everything that you have achieved, especially within the year. And I've talked about this before. The year 2024, this year has been a really big year of change. This is a really big pivotal moment in history for a lot of the zodiac signs, where a lot of you are becoming a lot more spiritually inclined. And what I mean by that is you're seeking spirituality more than you ever have, for a lot of the zodiac signs. So let's clarify the lovers. You know, you're not going to be with anybody that on some lovers puts a price tag on love. They have to constantly ask you, you know what, you know. So let's clarify the lovers. Excuse me. The Knight of Swords. The Justice. Oh, I like that. The Six of Cups. Six of Swords. And the Sun card. So, to clarify the lovers. So, the Knight of Swords, the Justice, and the Six of Cups right here are about how a lot of you, very much so, would like a significant other. And you Sagittarius are becoming more and more ready. And what I mean when I say more and more ready, I mean it's getting harder and harder for people who are on some nonsense to be in your life, because that is the perfection coming through. And since that's happening, I've been saying it for over a year now, or coming up on a year. The better you become is the harder for people who are not really about it to really be serious with you. Because number one, you're going to get upset at the fact that they don't have work ethic. Because see, that's another element of it too. They don't have work ethic. You understand what I'm saying? So because of the fact that they don't really have work ethic, you're gonna kind of look at them like they're lazy, because okay, you get into a relationship with them, who has to be doing all this amount of work? See this is my ear, but see, this is what I mean when I say that, like, I don't get down with the modern day relationships. You got the Six of Cups. X is coming back because why? Because you good, right? You very good. You're in a very good space spiritually, and they're not. Their life is trash because they have to live with regrets, knowing that they squandered this amazing opportunity to be with you because they spent so much time playing the game, right? Being on some nonsense, thinking, oh, I could do better, or X, Y, Z, all this other stuff. And the thing about it is that the Six of Swords and the Sun card right here represents, and they ruined it. See, that's the thing that I've been saying, right? That's what it is that I'm saying. Like, you Sagittarius are in a position where, again, people really gotta stay out of your way, because when you find yourself more and more religiously, spiritually, right, whatever you into, I'm not knocking you, right, you get to that point where you understand things from a bigger perspective. Because see, that's what Sagittarius represents. Sagittarius represents understanding life from the bigger perspective. And what comes after that? What's the zodiac sign clockwise that comes after Sagittarius? It's Capricorn, knowing what is worth it. Sagittarius is about seeing the bigger picture, right? Understanding relationships for what they are. It's about people's divine connection with the Most High. But all of these games bring down that connection. It severs it. It cuts it. all you're doing is creating a divine, or all you're doing is creating a connection with the devil, basically. And I'm not necessarily talking about like an actual one, right? Hold on a second. Oh, okay. You all right? You all right? It's a vacuum cleaner. What do you expect? Yeah, but it's a vacuum cleaner. What you expect? Sorry about that. My people's is trying to vacuum and stuff like this. And my people's is like, this vacuum cleaner is making too much noise. And I'm like, but it's a vacuum cleaner. So what? So what do you expect? It's a vacuum cleaner, as you just may have heard. But anyway, so for you, when you get that spiritually in tune, it's not necessarily the physical devil per se, where it's something real. I'm talking about it with your lower natures. That's not what Sagittarius is about. Sagittarius is about making a connection to the higher nature. So the Six of Swords and the Sun card right here represents, people ultimately gonna have to get with the program. They're gonna have to be about their higher natures too, because being about their lower nature, hanging around with y'all, that ain't gonna work. That's pretty much it though. A lot of you Sagittarius, y'all are just creating a better connection with yourselves, and y'all are learning more about yourselves, more what you want to see from other people, more about what you don't, right? And like I said, the more you learn about yourself, the more you're going to understand how to understand other people. So that's it for now. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K subs. We're at 15,600. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell. Set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Please, if you would really help me out. Peace. Have a good one.